Hello boys and girls, welcome back. And for those of you that don't know, I've got a little Clash Clan, the squad, the Shluk. Here it is, here are the members. I've got a little Clash Clan and I've got 50 members. Wow, we're at 50 of 50. I literally didn't even realize that. I don't know how long it's been at 50 of 50, but I literally did not realize that. So fair play. With you guys in the clan, I respect that. But anyway, what I was going to say is you guys send in your replays sometimes, and I sometimes ask you to send in your replays for a video, and that's what this is. You guys have sent in some replays. I'm going to be watching them through with and judging with a harsh eye, with my most critiquing mindset on for your gameplay. So let's just go ahead. I've just scrolled way up in the clan. Let's go up here. We've got Powerful Pigeon against Tentacle Toucher. You know, we got to click that one. We got to click that one. I don't know anything. I'm not even gonna look at the trophy. Actually, I'm gonna look at the trophy count. It doesn't say the trophy count. Okay, never mind. I guess this wasn't a game that was 4 trophies. What are we, level 11? Oh, this might be a friendly match. Oh, you know what? I'll give it a watch anyway. Actually, do I want to watch a friendly match? Oh, yeah, I'll give it a watch anyway. It might be a friendly match, or it might just be a match that wasn't within, you know, it was in like the casual sort of mode that is in the other, you know what I mean. I don't know what it's called. I never touch it, but it does exist. I don't think this is a friendly match because I think it flags up in the clan when it is a friendly match, and it didn't look anything special. But anyway, we're going to be keeping an eye on this game, and we got ourselves 2 weird looking decks. A recruits deck. The recruits deck looks pretty standard actually. You often see people using recruits with pigs, and then like zappies as well as common, goblin gang, like things where you can split them and attack both lanes, like dual lane pressure. It's all about recruits getting that dual lane pressure, and we've gone for recruits that are back there. Interesting. 4 on one side, 2 on the other. I assume that was on purpose, but oh, and he's gonna get magic archer poke here. Nice use of magic archer. That's gonna be at least 3 hits, 4 hits even. Okay, yeah, fair play. The firecracker does take it out. He missed the arrows. Hold on a minute. Let's just go back here. I don't know why he wouldn't firecracker. You got to bear in mind, yeah, he could have just firecrackered your arrows there, and I guess he was trying to, but he just missed. He missed. It was like the worst arrows ever, to be fair. But like now your firecracker is going to get more value that it probably shouldn't be getting. So bear that in mind. But honestly, it was a decent use of firecracker anyway, even if he had hit his arrows. So yeah, respect. And we're doing okay so far. The recruits didn't get any value, but he did have to expend quite a lot to defend it, and ooh, just a bit late on that royal delivery. That is a shame. You do have to be pretty quick on the mark, and also it's not the easiest timing, so that's fair play. But you know what, we do get a defense. We're counter pushing with pigs here. He's not doing anything. He's used archers. He doesn't really have anything to defend pigs other than cannon, which I don't think he had in his rotation, did he? No, he didn't have cannon in his rotation. What he could have done here, no, he didn't have enough elixir. To be fair, that was just a great use of pigs, to be honest with you. Going all in on one lane, fair enough. He doesn't have anything to defend that. So yeah, that was just a good play. Honestly, normally I'm like, what are you doing? What's going on? But honestly, fair play to Powerful Pigeon. You've had some good plays so far, and now we're just going to recruit that prince, I assume. Yep, your recruit's high. Fair enough. I would have probably recruits just above tower, just to let those archers come a little bit closer, because now they're going to just basically live, all of the recruits, and also your recruits on the right. Or to be fair, the recruits on the right did apply some pressure actually, so maybe not. Like, fair play. I mean, it was a defensive use of recruits anyway, so the pressure doesn't really matter. But yeah, again, I probably would have used him a little bit closer to the tower. Nice arrows on the goblin gang, and you're kind of just sourcing up my guy right now. This is pretty nice plays. We're going for a little bit of pressure on the right side here. He's going to arrows that. Fantastic. Now, what does he have? What do you have? Okay. Okay, yep, Zappy's that. That's perfect. Little Zappy's defense. Ooh, a bit late on it. We could have got there without one of your Zappies dying, and we used a delivery, which we didn't need. The Zappies would have done enough. So that's a bit of a shame, because now your Zappies aren't going to get any extra value from you keeping them alive. Oh, never mind. You've gone for recruits. Okay. Now we're getting a little bit suspect on the plays here. Although he has had to use cannon. We arrows all that. Arrows the bomber and the cannon. I beg you, arrows the bomber and the cannon. What are we doing? You could have arrows the bomber and the cannon. They both die, and then you've got a free right-hand lane to pigs on, or free left because the magic archer died anyway. You could. Why are we pigsing now? No. It was going so well. Bomber Clark, Powerful Pigeon. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. You're applying the pressure. Yeah. You've got the magic archer on the left. It's causing you a bit of an issue, but you're a dual lane pressure deck. You've got the recruits in. You've got your recruits going in on the right. 4 recruits on the right. The left side doesn't really matter that the magic archer is cooking you. He's just going to use bomber and cannon. That right there is 5 elixir. You can use your 3. You've got 7. You've got 7 in hand. Use your 3 elixir to take out the bomber. Even if you hadn't placed the cannon, it could probably be your value arrows, right? And I imagine what you were doing was saving it for the goblin barrel. You're thinking, right, okay, he's got goblin barrel. I can outcycle that. I'll just save it for the goblin barrel the whole game. But here, it wouldn't have even like mattered if he got some golden barrel damage, because golden barrel, even if it's fully sacked, it's only going to do like what, like 700 damage. I don't know, but like pigs, when he's got nothing, no cannon, no bomber to defend the pigs, your pig's going to do way more than 700 damage. You're going to cook him. So this is one of those situations where, even though yes, saving your arrows for the golden barrel is generally like in a match like this a good thing to do, and now you're leaking elixir. Like, you're leaking so much elixir, bro. No way. You're leaking so much elixir. Imagine he could have just goblin barrel, and then you use your pigs, then you use your arrows and pigs. Your pigs get no value because he cycled around to another cannon since then. Oh man, oh wow. You gotta be taking advantage of those aggressive options, and now he's got another goblin barrel there. God damn, and he is just saucing you up. Oh no, God. Okay, all right, and see there, he got a counter push, and now he's got so much more damage than he would have got if all he had was goblin barrel there. Nice use of recruits there, drag that magic archer away. You got a bit lucky there. Well, not lucky, but like the firecracker recall, bringing it back. Oh, it's a shame you don't have arrows now. He's giving you so much arrows value, and it's kind of a shame because you sort of have to sack it sometimes for the to defend the golden barrel. But we're going with the pigs here. He doesn't have his cannon in rotation. He does manage to get a defense, and this is shaping up to be a bloody close game. Thank you for sending this one in. I love it when you guys send in close games. That's sick. And we goblin gang that. Nice. Okay, we didn't need the delivery as well. I get you're just panicking. No, that's valid. But yeah, goblin gang would have just been fine. Okay, nice. Little bit of splash on tower there. Firecracker gets another hit on that. Oh my god. And now we're going to recruit, so I assume use something. You're leaking too much elixir. Arrows. And well, don't arrows. He's arrowsed. He's now going to golden barrel here. Zappies is the best defense here. Okay, right, so okay, you're a lucky man. You're a lucky man that he used his goblin barrel where your firecracker could splash all three. If he'd used his goblin barrel normally, which I imagine he meant to do, you would have taken a good bit of damage there. Maybe like 400 something if two of the goblins managed to get a hit. Maybe even more. Right, that was really risky the way you use your arrows. But the best defense in this situation, right, is zappies. If you place your zappies on the lower left hand of your tower, you're able to tank two of the goblins with two of your zappies, and then the zappies obviously kill the goblins, and then your princess tower will attack the other one on the right. I don't know if that makes any sense, but there's a position where you can just like use stuff like that to tank like two of them, basically, you know what I mean, like two of the goblins. So that's what you want to do, and then his goblin would only get one hit on your tower, his goblin barrel, because your princess would be attacking one, his zappies would be attacking the other. Instead you went for the firecracker, which did work, but you were lucky that it worked. As I explained, you were lucky that it worked. Even if you wanted to just use firecracker, use it directly below, because then the splash is going to hit all of the goblins if he uses it normally. Whereas there, it would have only hit one of the goblins, and yeah, he could have got like 2-3 hits there from his goblins, which honestly could have ended the game. Although he doesn't, he has arrows as his spell, so he doesn't have like a heavy spell to take you out. But still, I'm just providing the context here. And he's gone for another barrel. Arrows that lovely little bit of cycle, using those pigs, cycling around to the arrows quick, and he's done. That's GG's. He's done. He didn't have enough to get through. Wait, did he not have enough? I feel like he did. Oh, he had enough. He was just clearly scared as hell. He wanted to use his magic archer first to get rid of the gang, and then your cannon gets to his cannon gets down too late. Your Spearows are attacking him, the pigs get from tower, and that is a GG's. Even if he had used his cannon first and then something else, they were going to destroy the cannon. He didn't have enough to source you out there. So yeah, honestly, fair play. I'd say I'm going to check your profile here, because that actually looked like pretty decent gameplay. And I know there's some people in the clan with like 4K trophies, and they make some slip ups, and it's fun to kind of, you know, in a jokey way, kind of poke fun at that during like a video like this. But that was actually pretty textbook play. So let me have a look. Powerful pigeon. Let me see what's going on. And I know it was against like a non-conventional kind of goofy deck. Like it wasn't like a super high level thing. But yeah, okay, 7.5k trophies and bronze league. Okay, so you clearly don't play the leagues. Yeah, but 7.5k trophies, you can push higher than that, man. I think there wasn't really like any like really bad placements. Like obviously just throughout that whole game I only had like 3 things to say really like I would have done different. So yeah, honestly, fair play. That was just a pretty good game. I appreciate you sending that one. That was a close game. I like it. And moving on, I'm just going to scroll down here and find one. Who do we go for? This deck is low skill but high fun. I'll be the judge of that. Personally, I don't really get this whole low skill high skill deck thing. If you look, oh, right, I've made so many shorts. Okay, right, perfectly here, right. Okay, so you have to ban at the bridge. What you can do here, and you probably know this, and I know what you're going to do now is barrel the one on the left. That makes sense now that you've already used the bandit. But what you can do if they put the wall breakers in the middle is you can split your guards, and then your guards will split up, and then they'll go and attack both sides and defend the wall breakers. Pretty good way to do it. Obviously, doesn't really work if they've got other stuff on the field that's going to tank the guard hits. But at the start of the game like that, it's something you could have done. But obviously, I know you used your bandit already because you wanted to get that early game pressure, so that wasn't what you wanted to do. But then you use your guards there. Oh, yeah, and then we goblin barrel. Oh, no! Okay, that's unfortunate. Right, so at the start here, I thought you were going to use your barrel, your barb barrel here, to defend that one on the left. It would have been cheaper than the guards. But then we use the guards, and then they go through, they die, and then we use the barb barrel on the dark goblin. I mean, I can see why you did it. You didn't know he had goblin barrel, but, you know, fair enough. And then he goes for it again. Right, okay. So with a deck like this that you're playing against, they're gonna get poke early. Like they just are, because that's how the games go. But you can always come back, and like I used to get really tilted that it seemed like they could just get poke for like 2 elixir or 3 elixir. I was just like, oh, so safe and so free to get the poke damage. Oh, and then just poke you out. But what I realized is that in the later stages of the game, you can come back. Like if you're playing a deck that isn't, you know, just like pokey as well, if you actually have like a decent push, and you can come back. So taking this damage early doesn't matter. We barrel that and that's a full defense. Nice. Fantastic. Well done. Right, great. And now we've got a pretty good cycle. Although you do only have one spell in your deck. I personally would want to be popping another one in your deck. Like, I don't know. Hang about. Let me have a look at what else you've got. Wait, am I tweaking? Is it only one spell? I might be tweaking, actually. I haven't really looked properly, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, bats. Let's see. What would I change here? Honestly, you probably don't need bats and guards. Like, two kind of... I know bats is like air, but two kind of swarm troops. I personally, like, never really use bats, even in my custy decks. I find them a little bit difficult to find a place. And like, oh no, you've got arrows as well. Sorry, I'm tweaking. I guess you just used it and I wasn't paying attention because I was yapping about something else. That's fair enough. Arrows, all that shit. Okay, we recruits. Honestly, respect that, actually. I do respect that. You get that counter push. That defends the Elixir Golem as well. It's a shame that that Dark Golem didn't cross the bridge. It's going to be able to do quite a lot of damage to your recruits before it dies. But he's just gone for an Elixir Golem. And that is a terrible Elixir Golem usage because even though he's going to get a bit of damage here, you've got the Elixir advantage. I'd boss Bandit the bridge here. Personally, I'd boss Bandit in the bridge right there. Arrows that Dark Goblin right now. Okay, you boss Bandit to the left. I'd have gone on the right, but that's fair play. With the Dark Goblin, that gets a hit on tower. He's got no Elixir. He's cooked. He's cooked. He's cooked. Oh my god, your boss Bandit is literally going to clear up the Spearos as well. Oh my god. And the gang. Oh my god. Okay. He's had to use... Okay, you had to use so much elixir there as well. Oh my god, you get all that damage and you're ahead on elixir and that's bar barrel value and that's going to apply pressure and you can now bandit it to take out that Dark Golem, which is exactly what you've done. You applied even more pressure. Oh my god, and that's taken out that. This is great. You can probably honestly just sack that wall breaker on the left. I mean, right, which is what you've done. And then you're going to go for... Okay, not the best use of recruits because I actually took damage to that wall breaker. What would I have done here? I probably was going to just... Oh wait, you had arrows in rotation. Wait, no, you didn't have arrows in rotation. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. You wanted to get your recruits out fair play. Yeah, you used your guards there. Barrel, yep, great. Oh, wait, hold on, wait. I've gone back a bit far here. Yeah, okay, yeah. I do see why you did that, to be fair. I would have probably just archers. I do see why you did that, though, to be fair. So, like, given the options that you had, like, I get why you just went for that, but... Honestly, I don't think it was the best, but it's kind of working. We get arrows there. That's such value. Oh my god. And now you got... Okay, and the boss bandit goes into the bridge. Right, okay, let's see what happens here. Bats, but bats to back it up. No, why not? You haven't used the bats the whole game. Just pop the bats down to back it up. It's 2 elixir, and it's going to mean that it just, like, they're able to do damage whilst the boss bandit's tanking. Okay, although that being said, you did manage to get some value anyway. You had to use an elixir golem to tank, which is, again, a terrible play. He's just giving you so much elixir. Recruits the back. Perfect. I was literally just about to say that. That's great. That's what I'd have done in that situation, and... This is now a sticky situation for him. He's leaking elixir. He doesn't know what to do. He's got too much aggressive stuff. Like, too much, like, little wing... Like, I don't know, just... He just had, like, wall breakers and... Goblin Barrel and couldn't use either of them because you had so much stuff on the field, and I can just tell that this push is GG. He doesn't have the source to defend it. You honestly don't even need to defend that barrel, which, okay, you are going to. Oh, actually, you did need to defend the barrel. I lied. That was going to do a lot. If King Tower was active, you wouldn't need to, but you did use that. That's fair play. Only 2 elixir, though, and you've still got a full health boss bandit there. You got 3 card cycle. Honestly... I'd maybe even think about getting more recruits out here. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're on the same wavelength. At the bridge as well. Crazy man. Goes in for the arrows. The bar barrels re-racking the cycle to get rid of that goblin barrel damage. And you've got dual lane pressure here. He's using elixir golem on the right. Bro was clutching at straws. And that is a nice little win. I like it. Now, I'm not going to lie. I said at the start of the game, oh, I don't really understand this low skill thing, like all this, like, and what I was going to say before I went on a tangent was, like, I've posted so many different shorts playing so many different decks, and it does not matter what is in the deck at all. People say, oh, low skill, you know, the hates are just louder, but recruits is fucking jarring. So recruits is the one thing where I'm like, there's not really much nuance to it, is it? You place fucking troops over the whole screen, but you know what? A win is a win. I don't care. As long as you're not playing against me. I hate playing against recruits. I love playing Royal Giant, and that matchup is impossible. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Good little win. I appreciate you sending in the Game Boy. Another close one, and that's what I want to see, by the way, guys. If you're in the clan and you want to send in your replays for me to watch, close games, I love that. I love watching a close game, analyzing what goes on there. And again, I didn't really have too much to say. I think I was too busy, to be fair, just yapping away, kind of just watching, kind of getting lost in it. Whereas, like, in the past, when I've done videos like this, I've kind of nitpicked a bit more. But still, you know what? Fair play. Fair play. Thank you, Hugging Tentacle and Powerful Pigeon, for your games. And that is going to bring us to the end of the video, because honestly, these videos take a little time. I get lost away, like, yapping away about your games, and like, yeah, I'm just gonna call it there. So if you did enjoy it, I'd like to say thank you guys very much for watching this video to the end, and please do leave a like and comment, as well as subscribe, you know, because it all does help me out more than you would possibly know, and I truly appreciate the support I've been getting. But for now, the light is glaring through on me. I'm gonna need to sort that out because I got another recording to do right now, but I will see you in the next one.